In this video, we will understand the three primary way administrators manage Azure resources. First one is Azure Portal, then Azure Cloud Shell, and Azure CLI, Command Line Interface. Each tool serves a different purpose, and by the end of this video, you will clearly know when to use which one for your productive environment. Starting with the first one, Azure Portal. You already know that is how we signed up to Microsoft Azure Portal. So it's a web-based interface. You can just access it through portal.azure.com. You can access the Microsoft Azure Portal using Microsoft Azure portal.azure.com, and that will take you to the Azure Portal. And if you look at here, you can see the services that you can create, and you can also see the user who are logged in. So if you don't remember the username, it's simple. You just use the same email that you enrolled the account. So I use this one. So I'm going to enter the same. Then it's going to ask for the password. Then you enter the password, and that will take you to the portal account. Now you see I logged in successfully to the Azure portal. If you look at here, you will see my email address, itpropublic@outlook.com. But if you go to the Entra ID, you see something different for the same user. So Microsoft is creating a separate user in the Entra ID and mapping your public email with the account in the Entra ID. This is only for the first account that you create, but the other accounts, it's gonna be same as you created. Here, if you go to the users, then if you look at the user principal name, you will see it is itpropublic_outlook.com. This is just a mapping to the actual account, so you don't need to worry about it. You can use the default account that you use it to sign up Microsoft Azure. Now the second one, that is Cloud Shell. So when you launch a Cloud Shell, it's a shell, you can access it from the browser. So Azure starts a temporary container environment for you. Your scripts and files are stored securely in Azure storage account, and that give you persistence between the sessions. Let's see how to use Cloud Shell now. For the Cloud Shell, you see when you log into Microsoft Azure portal, you see a PowerShell icon on the top. You click on it. That will open a window down. Then you can choose either Bash or PowerShell. I'm going to choose PowerShell. Then I'm going to choose the subscription. That is my trial subscription. So if you didn't select a storage account, all the history, all the persistence will be deleted. So for example, whatever the commands that you create, all will be deleted, so you don't have access to the history. But if you mount a storage, then the files will be saved, and so there is a persistence. So if you go, you can go back to the history. So let's create a mount storage option, and also click apply. So you have three options. Either you can select an existing storage account. We don't have a storage account so far. Or Azure will create a storage account for you. Or you can create yourself and come back to this section. So let's say Azure create a storage account for you. So you can see now the deployment is in progress, and the region is West Europe. Now you can see the Cloud Shell has successfully connected, and it's authenticating. And once it did its initialization, you can simply start using it. So I'm just showing you a basic command. If you want to know the the version. You can see the versions here. And also, if you want to see the VM list, there is no virtual machine, but I'm just running this. There is no list, as you can see. We didn't create any virtual machine. So this is how you can access it. If you want to switch to the bash, you can switch from here. And if you want to create a new session, you can create a new session here. If you want to maximize this, you can just simply maximize it, so you get the full view. Another way to access Microsoft Azure is using Microsoft Azure CLI, Command Line Interface. So how you access this? You're gonna use your PowerShell or the command line in your computer to access the Microsoft Azure. So you will be installing an Azure CLI tool. Then you can open your normal PowerShell and you can start using Microsoft Azure commands to create resources or to monitor your subscriptions. So this includes the installation step. After that, you need to log in because Azure can only be accessed after authenticating successfully to your tenant. So you need to authenticate. After that, you will be able to manage the resources like you do in Azure Web Portal. Open PowerShell, Windows PowerShell. Then to check whether you have Azure Command Line installed, you can just type Azure version. This means the command line is not installed, so you need to download it and install it. For that, visit to how to install the Azure CLI from Microsoft documentation. Since I'm using Windows, I'm going to choose this Windows installation. We can find the version here. So since my computer is 64-bit, I'm going to use this 64-bit version. Now let's install the command line tool. So just follow the wizard. There is nothing to configure. Once the installation is completed, then you need to close this and start another PowerShell. Then let's type the same AZ version. So AZ is a short form for Azure. And then it's gonna print out the version that you have installed. And that way you can confirm that your Azure command line installation is successful. Now the next step is to log in. We need to log in. So type AZ login. That means you are logged into Azure. Since I already signed in, I just need to choose my account from here and continue. Otherwise, it asks you to enter the username and password and also for the authentication. Now it is asking me to select a subscription and a tenant. So here the default is marked as IT Pro Guide and my pay as you go is my subscription ID. So I just need to enter. That means I go with the default. You can also see another pay as you go subscription here, but by default this is where I'm logged in. Now if I want to create a group, I can create like this AZ. It's really easy to use. Then I'm going to create a group, for example. Then name, it's a resource group, okay? Name. Just for testing, I'm going to create my RG. Then location as East US. So as I said, it should be under the tenant, under the subscription. Then you need to create a resource group. Then you can create resources. So I just ended it now. Now you can see the provisioning state is succeeded. That means my resource group is ready now. You can just type AZ group list, then output as a table, and this list the group list. So my RG is successful. It is available. You can also verify by logging to the Azure portal. Then you click on the resource group. Then you can see the new group that we created here. Let's summarize what we have learned in this video. So we know there are multiple ways to use Azure. You can use it from the web portal. You can also use Cloud Shell, and you can use Command Line Interface. And you experience all of this in this video. See you in the next one.